They are vital to the function of all functions in the human body, and you never remove an endocrine gland. The medical doctors have to learn how you fix things. Get on board with us and let us teach you how to fix things. And everybody's good, you know. Just scoot over and don't try to be the bullies. Now, my hands were almost healed when I had to go and eat some homemade fry. Oh, this is good. My hands were almost healed, then I had to go and eat some homemade fries with the natural ketchup. Brian Adams is a French fry freak. Once in a great while, if it's a really good homemade French fry, hard not to try that. I was on a fruit for 6 days up until that. Ooh, you got your butt kicked, didn't you? And things were clearing up. The only thing I can think of is the citric acid in the ketchup, because I am not allergic to potatoes or tomatoes. No, but they're clogging to your lymph system. This is so frustrating how one can set the eczema off. Well, listen, don't feel bad here, okay? This is in part of your education. Don't feel bad about this. Your eczema will go away. It shows you that you haven't got your lymph cleaned out to the level. And this is something I think is important to realize. Just because you're clean doesn't mean your lymph is totally cleaned up. You want to take your clients way beyond their symptoms being gone. This is true with tumors, cancers, sugars, I don't care what. You keep pushing your clients and pushing them and pushing them and pushing them. Let them keep going, keep going, keep going until they just can't stand it anymore. And you've got one healthy. I just saw a lady here, she's from Mexico, big tumor. She is a fruitarian now. She cannot eat even vegetable juice. Too low for her, can't handle it. And I said, you're there. She's got strong constitution. She is going to. She's already kicking butt. No cancer. Just major good job on her lymph system. She's a fruitarian. She's so much she outworks her husband. She never gets tired. It's like, and her husband, but all she eats is fruits. And I said, yeah, look at her. She's outworking you. Amazing, isn't it? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is so frustrating. Let me see. I've already eliminated wheat, dairy, alcohol. I know. Listen, Angel B, sweetheart, don't freak out, honey. Just keep moving your lymph. Keep moving your lymph. Keep moving your lymph. Keep moving your lymph. That's all. You know, this is typical stuff. It happens, but you need to experience that. Don't go beat yourself up. You've done good. You're going to do good. You're going to get. You know the keys already to get rid of it. So you never have to worry about that because you're on that road. You're going to get rid of it, honey. It's just that, you know, that's how bad French fries and ketchup is for you, right there. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep. It's hard to explain that. Hey, Owen Fox, I love your picture. Thanks so much for you, good man. Love you, man. Appreciate it very much for all your comments, Owen. You're such a great dude. All of you guys are great. I just love you all. Hi, can you give me some advice, please? I have bulimia and managed to give up the behaviors about a year ago. But I've recently fallen back to the old ways. I was doing very well for ages, eating mostly fruit and raw. I even got your herbs, but then I started to eat cooked foods, and now I'm finding it really hard to get back to where I was. I've been getting energy therapies for the last few months, and I'm reading nothing but books about spirituality. Good deal. Well, that's how you move yourself back in there. Get some raw. Go get to the older books. I had a guy in here yesterday buying a pile of books, and I said, I love you because you're like the rest of us. You get your knowledge and you're going to he said, the new books have nothing. He said, all these old healers, and I said, now you're getting it. These guys tore it apart. That's where a lot of knowledge was gained with these really aware beings in the earlier years of the 1800s, later 1800s, early 1900s. You'll find more knowledge in those books. Now these new books is don't eat fruit, don't do this, candida causes everything. I mean, this is all crap. We've stagnated in our search of the miraculous. Was that a book I read once? That wasn't Alan Watts, though, was it? No. Okay, so, again, 00353. Emma, don't beat yourself up. sweetie. Don't beat yourself up, because you just work yourself back. We're all not able to maintain that for all kinds of variety of reasons. No one's judging you or have a heavy hand on you. You're on a spiritual website. Everyone here, for the most part, is very aware, loving, and we give space and respect. And so you just keep working it. Jump back in, though. Get on those fruits and stuff, because you can't overcome your problems by going backwards. You want to go a little forwards. Balance out later on. Tell your subconscious, you'll be back to that dead animal if you're eating meat. If you're not and you're eating grains, I'll be back to that hummus. I'll be back to that. Right now, sit over there. I'll come back and go on down the road to Rawville. And just tell that cooked food stuff you'll be back, later on. Right now, you're on a journey, and you just have to wait there. Get your mind to set them aside and set your mind aside, and you'll be okay, and you'll work yourself through this and stay raw as much as you can and keep working yourself through that. That's all you can do. We're all different in that respect. Are frozen berries still really good? I think so. Oh, and I think that frozen is going to come down and be your second best, and then anything below frozen, pretty much dead. Here's Andre. Dr. Morse, my rib cage of the left side of my body is a little bigger than the right side. What are your thoughts on that? Well, I said your two halves come together as a whole, and I'm sure we're going to even find the split of the pituitary. But if you notice, you got two halves, two thyroids, two adrenals. Blood sugars are different on each side. Blood pressures are different on each side. Basal temperatures are different on each side. Everybody's a little different on each side. Sometimes you see similarities, but common for a woman to have a bigger breast on one side than another. Some people have a bigger hand on one side. Very common to have a foot a little bit bigger than the other foot. I've seen stories of the shoe manufacturers talking about this. So, every side is different. Well, I think that if you really tear this raw apart, and you get up, you get the pituitary balanced out, where with all your growth hormones, you get your parathyroid. Everybody's working, because you got two parathyroids here, four actually, two thyroids. You start getting all that healthy, you might see the balancing. Because I've seen this many times. Remember I told you about the spinal bifida case, born without L4 and L5, the kidney vertebrae, and now has them after 3 years of raw. So, and I told you where bones will re-straighten, scoliosis re-straighten on its own. So I have to tell you that dig deep, and it's a probability that your body will balance itself out in growth, and each side be harmonious with the other side and be bilaterally the same. And that's what I would shoot for. And not even think about it. Just tear it apart. Just tear the raw apart, tear the juices apart, and let your body work that way and see what happens, Absolutely. Seattle Light Warrior. My drug of choice is fruit. Let me take a few minutes. I agree. Ripe, organically grown, picked ripe, absolutely. Nectar of the friggin' gods. Take a few minutes, and I'll tell you, add berries to that drug list of yours, because fruits and berries and melons, don't forget what a good watermelon will taste like. Let's see if I can remember. Thank you for sharing it out. You're welcome. Annie CH139. A piece of music I would like to share with you and your viewers of YouTube called The Beauty Within by Symbiosis. I find this is so relaxing and healing. I'm going to leave this and look that up, because I love soothing music. I'm listening always innerly. So when you listen inward, you can hear the music of God. And in the last years, once in a while I'll externally like to listen to music, but I'm always listening within, so I really don't listen to a lot of music. I find it all kind of agitating. It's kind of like vegetables. They can be agitating to a frugivore. So it's kind of that way in the ecstasy and joy of the celestial music of God, and so I like to listen to that within. And so listening without is sometimes, eating vegetables, if you know what I mean. But I will definitely look that up. Thanks, Annie. Annie, again, thank you for your response to my friends with MS. Absolutely. The two, the man and wife that are both MS, my heart went ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Oh, These guys, we're going to get these guys. If these are your friends, we're going to get them up. I mean, that tears at the heartstrings that you got a woman and a man together, both in chairs, and they can't even. No. If they'll keep their focus, they'll get up out of those chairs. We already showed you one, and it is not difficult, but it is focused detox and regeneration, totally. Okay. I hope they will contact you when they are ready. I saw two people anyway, a man and a woman, both in wheelchairs, and they're part of the YouTube, and these are sweet, these are just incredible people. I am no healer. You're not? I'm thinking that, Annie, you're working your way to being one, ain't you? My only qualifications is what I've experienced. Well, I think those are pretty good qualifications myself. You know, we've had a lot about school on this channel, and whoever was slandering that, and we think we know, and a lot of it's hype stuff, but in reality, I trust the most someone who has had years, or at least has the knowledge and the ability to cure people from their ills. Didn't say diseases. To take a person that's in pain and suffering and full of tumors and bring them out into the light again. That's a healer. You don't have to have school for that. You have to have self-knowledge, and that's where all of you guys are on the top of the mountain, because you're doing the do, you're wearing the robe, and that makes you so much more aware than someone that went to school. And besides, you're not going to get this information in any school on this planet. This is 40 years of my work, and you're not going to get this in a school. I wish you could. I wish naturopathic schools would wake up, drop the medical thinking, and get back to true, pure naturopathy, and what a beautiful world it is. But I don't think you're going to see that for a while, so we're going to create true naturopathy on this channel. I could be like a paper mill here. I could put out diplomas and stuff and just give them to you guys. My only qualifications is what I've experienced while trying to heal my own body. Honey, that's all you need. If this is using a change in diet and herbs as I learn more about them, I am beginning to understand. What exactly do you mean by move that lymph? Loma or lymphatic massage help someone with MS, or would it release too many toxins in the body? I'm thinking Reiki. Well, Reiki might not, or EFT might be the way to go. Yeah, I would say this though. Move those lymphs is a kidney and adrenal gland and a colon experience. So you always have that basic core on whoever you're working with. And I don't care what their problem is. The basic core of great detoxification is 1, the raw, 2, the fruit and berries and melons, 3, kidney formula, at least 1, lymphatic formula, at least 1, GI tract formula, not a laxative, a restorative, at least 1. I like a lymphatic 1 capsules, or something in the bowels as the capsules that'll draw more even. And something for the endocrine glands, specifically for the adrenal glands, but certainly the endocrine glands. That is a vital core focus always that one must have if you want good detox. After a while, you can drop off the herbs, who cares? But get that dent done. Clean up those areas and get your urine full of sediment, and you're well on your way to Wellville and beyond. Wellville has a lot of levels to it. Okay. I don't know about. I'll say this: if you do a lymph drainage massage, definitely tell them please don't work toward the heart. Please work toward the kidneys. Don't work toward the heart, please. You know, that would be my only exception there, particularly with those that are in serious trouble with occluded coronaries or something. Not a smart thing to do. I agree about getting tubes tied. Been pondering doing this for a while now.